At the Expanded Learning Program, we're proud to offer opportunities for our students to grow and learn beyond traditional school day hours. We know that students spend only 20% of their time in school any given year. The rest of their time is spent at their homes and beyond their homes. We call these three places spaces. The first space being family and home, the second space being school, and the third space being community and beyond. The Expanded Learning Program works intensely in that third space. But in addition to working in that third space, we work to strengthen students in their first and second space as well. The first being home and the second being their school day. Research also tells us that students from affluent families have 6,000 additional learning hours by the time they graduate 6th grade. This is an accumulation of lots of different resources that students have afforded to them. Check it out.
If you're a child who lives in a middle-class American family, chances are you didn't start learning the day you began kindergarten. And you don't stop learning when the school day ends or summer begins. Your parents have likely been reading to you since you could hold Goodnight Moon in your baby hands. You might have seen your first pumpkin patch, or your first nature trail, or the seals at the aquarium from the seat of your stroller. Chances are you spent time in a good preschool, and now you dance or program robots after school and during summers. By the time kids reach 6th grade, middle-class kids have likely spent 6,000 more hours learning than kids who are born into poverty. Sounds like a big gap, doesn't it? So let's check our math against what the research says. 220. That's how many more hours well-off parents are likely to have spent reading to their children. 1,395 hours. That's the difference between having and not having a preschool education, which poor children access at significantly lower levels. 3,060 hours. Poor children lose even more ground in grade school. They're significantly less likely to be enrolled in enriching after-school programs or extracurriculars. 1,080 hours. Well-off kids are 8 times more likely to enjoy camp or another summer learning opportunity than poor kids. 245 hours. That's how much less time poor kids have likely spent visiting zoos, museums, or similar institutions during summer breaks. Altogether, that adds up to a 6,000-hour gap in learning time between kids who live in poverty and well-off children on the day they arrive at middle school.
As you can see, the Expanded Learning Program has our work cut out for us, but we're excited to tell you about the ways in which we're impacting a student's life holistically, from their family experience to their school day experience to their experience in the community and beyond. Our educators work tirelessly to prepare lessons and opportunities after school that directly connect to the school day. We work from the MAUSD strategic plan highlighting expertise in learning and focus on such areas as visual arts, global citizenship, physical health and wellness. Additionally, we believe that students learn how to prepare for the world beyond high school when they're with us. And so we focus on magnifying transferable skills.
So what does the third space look like for ELP? I think it really looks like building a bridge to the community. We really want kids to feel that sense of empowerment, that sense of connection in the community in which they live. And with ELP, that looks a lot of different ways. It looks like our 5-town summer camp where we bring all towns together at Mount Abe. for 6 weeks of just a really fun summer camp that culminates in a celebration where we always show our summer musical. And the community comes out and gets to watch these kids up on stage. And you see all their hard work, you see all the pride they've taken in the work that they're doing. And it really feels like just an amazing moment for the community. It looks like partnering with the Lake Champlain Maritime Museum, starting an Underwater Explorers Club this year, where kids get to experience the rivers and ponds that make up our awesome community, but with new scientific tools and a new lens and a way to see the natural world and foster their curiosity. It looks like partnering with the Bristol Rec Club and the Bristol Rec Department and really pitching in and using MAUSD resources to revitalize the hockey rink. And that looked like 80 kids last winter being out on the rink, having an amazing time skating together. And we're gonna make these things are all becoming traditions with ELP, so kids are gonna know they're coming next year and they're gonna be looking forward to them. And finally, another example is providing kids a safe space to find their voice and to find their passion about anything they might be interested in that gets them going. And we're starting a youth advocacy council to provide that safe space. And I think that will really give another layer of connection for kids to each other and to the community. And we know that that's really important. It's really important to foster a sense of belonging because in a 2017 Vermont Youth Behavior Risk Survey, they found that only 60% of kids reach high school actually feeling like they belong in the community in which they were raised. And we also know from that same survey that if the same kids participate in after-school activities in the third space, in something that's engaging and enriching, that they reach that number actually goes up to 71% of kids reach high school feeling like they belong in the community in which they were raised. And that's really important, and that's the work we're doing, and that's day in and day out. That's what we're really striving for at ELP.
I hope that the work that we are doing as a team will help connect the first space to the third space, the after-school space, and the first space being family. I hope that families will feel as though no matter where they are from, what culture, what climate, they'll be able to access our high-quality after-school program that is committed to building on the strengths of each individual child, and within this, embracing the whole family, which is where my role as the family support coordinator at ELP comes in. And that role is to encourage and empower families to reach out for resources that they may not know are available throughout the district and through Vermont.
As you can see, we're incredibly proud of the work that we're doing and inspired every single day by what's happening on our sites as students engage in the work that is before them in the afternoon hours, during school closure times, and during the summer break. We know that as we continue to do this work, we will strengthen our communities and build students that will continue to engage in Vermont and become better Vermonters. This is our work. Thanks for joining us.